welcome back. So now in this video I am going to tell what is a cloud computing. So cloud computing is a term that you would have heard quite often. Okay, cloud computing, and you would have heard. So let's say earlier what normally you used to have, let's say we were using certain devices at our home, right? So who can use those resources, the hardware that is there, whatever is the RAM, CPU, whatever is there, who would be able to use that? Okay, so that can be used by your individual person, right? Who is there or who is owning that device, that would be used by that particular person. Okay, so moving ahead with the same, when you are having a data center, again same thing is happening. That data center is owned by whichever organization, right? They are using that data center and the resources, so that will be specific to that particular organization or specific to that particular person who is using that. Okay, but with now cloud computing, what we are doing, we are actually delivering the services, the computing services. Computing services means your capability to handle the loads, your security, your and applications. Okay, so how those specific services are working and handling those type of components, so that is your computing services. So now these computing services, these particular type of infrastructure that will provide you the computing services, that will be actually delivered over your internet. Okay, so now what is happening, what we see as a cloud, so this is the cloud and these are my computing servers. These are the servers of the infrastructure that is there with any specific cloud vendor. Okay, so these are the services that is there anywhere, and any specific XYZ person, whoever is sitting somewhere, let's say from their home, PC, laptop, whatever they are using, they can access that cloud over the internet and use those specific services or the hardware. So I don't need to have a system of, let's say, 100 GB RAM or something, right? I don't need to buy it and set up at my own cost, right? So I can go ahead and get that from this cloud provider. Okay, so when I will get that from this cloud provider, so what will happen, this cloud provider will give me that on pay as you go model. Okay, so pay as you go. So what services I want to use, I will pay it for that, and once I am done with that work, I can scrap that and I don't have to pay anything after that. So I don't have to keep it for lifetime with me. So if I don't need it tomorrow, I only need 10 GB of RAM system, so I can reduce that as well. Okay, so it will always be pay as you go. So these is the services that you are using over the internet. Okay, so these specific components or these type of cloud computing will be provided by various vendors that are available in the market. So but we are learning Azure, so we'll be discussing about Azure. But if you talk about other competitors, so you will have AWS, you will have Google Cloud Platform, Oracle Cloud, and other cloud platforms are also available who are providing these specific services. Okay, now with Azure, Azure is the same thing, that is providing you the cloud computing services and is used by various customers and organizations across the globe. Okay, so some of the important components that any cloud computing environment you will see, that is the compute. Compute is nothing but understand it as servers. Okay, so they are the servers. Then storage, how the storage will work. Storage, networks, and data, or the DB. Okay, so these are the four important components that any cloud computing provider will be providing. That is your compute services, storage, network, and your data, how the data is being handled or stored. Okay, now you will also see some more important, that is the AI, big data are also very popular and they are being provided, and also IoT, Internet of Things. So these are also very common that are being provided by these cloud vendors for the services. So these are some common services across the cloud platforms. Okay, so I hope this cloud computing is clear. So I will see you in next video. Thank you.